This is really worrying. This is really worrying here, guys. I did not expect to be seeing this news coming out of the land of the rising sun, but it seems as though Suzuka, the home of the Japanese Grand Prix, is under threat. And all I have to say to that is no, 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 no. Don't even think about it. What's the Japanese word for no? No, don't even think about it. Suzuka is one of the best tracks on the calendar in my opinion. It's absolutely legendary. It's brilliant. I love it. It's one of the, it's a dream race for me to go to one day. I would love it. The Japanese fans are fantastic, and wherever you host the Japanese Grand Prix, they'll be brilliant, I'm sure. But Suzuka is an absolutely special place in the hearts and minds of motoring fans and F1 fans around the world. But let's have a look at this full article on the F1 Chronicle, guys. Japanese Grand Prix host Suzuka is sparing no effort in looking to safeguard the future of his F1 race. As Web.jp, a specialist Japanese motor racing portal, noticed that Honda-owned Suzuka's president Tsuyoshi Saito attended the Japanese Grand Prix of Monza last month. When asked about it, Saito answered, "We are considering what improvements are necessary for traditional circuits to survive in the new era that is coming. Monza is a traditional circuit, just like Suzuka. We visited Monza to see for ourselves how they have continued to host F1 races up to the present day while cherishing their traditions." The good news for Suzuka is that, unlike Monza, whose officials are hoping the current renovation efforts result in a new F1 race contract beyond 2025, the Japanese Grand Prix is currently guaranteed through 2029. Yes! Great news! But Saito said he is already looking into 2030 and beyond. I also visited the Silverstone circuit in July and the Circuit de Catalunya in May, even though it was for MotoGP rather than the F1 race. But other company members have also visited other circuits as well, he revealed. It is very interesting to see how historic circuits are changing. Catalunya, Silverstone and now Monza are all aware of the issues and are taking on various challenges to move to the next stage. Indeed, as F1 owner Liberty Media continues to receive proposals from new hosts wanting to join the 24-race annual calendar, moves are afoot to divide events into two categories: those with a guaranteed annual date and those who may need to annually alternate, i.e. those that pay a lot and those that pay more. Saito says Suzuka, like Monza, is already being upgraded. In August, it was announced that the hospitality terrace on the third floor of the pit building would be renovated in preparation for the 2025 race. "Yes," said Saito, "we want to do everything in our power to create an environment that satisfies not only our guests, but all our visitors." He says that this will be done without compromising on the traditional appeal of the 62-year-old circuit. "We must protect the fact that it is a race circuit that is loved by racing drivers all over the world," said the Japanese. "We want to continue our basic idea of providing the best racers on a great course. However, we also need to increase the number of new fans, and we also need to create an environment that includes ingenuity and entertainment to attract inbound tourists to Japan and Suzuka." It is notable that Suzuka's latest upgrade plans followed reports earlier this year that Osaka may be preparing to make a revival bid for the Japanese Grand Prix in the future. "We have nothing to say about Osaka," Saito insists. "What we need to do is think about focusing 100% of our efforts on how to make the Suzuka race enjoyable for our customers. I think it's good news for the Japanese motorist world that many people are becoming interested in motorsports, and there is a momentum to turn into an event. On top of that, I think it's important for us, the organisers of the Formula 1 Grand Prix in Japan, to fulfil our role and meet everyone's expectations." So there you go, guys. That's a bit of my own knowledge here. So let's have a look at the Pacific Grand Prix, because there was a second race in Japan in, I think, 1994 and 1995, and it was held at Aida, I believe. Let me just have a look here. So where is the Aida circuit? There we go. Tanaka Aida circuit. Is that in Osaka? Let's have a look. My Japanese geography is not very good, guys. I do apologise. It doesn't look like it, no. So where is Osaka? Better Wikipedia in here for you guys. Let's have a look. Osaka. It looks like it's in a similar place, is it not? I'm just being blind. Possibly. Is Osaka... Don't add bookmark. Control F, not Control D. Osaka. No, I don't think Osaka's in. Right, so it's probably not Aida. Oh, is it a street circuit? Is it an Osaka street circuit, guys? Oh god, it's gonna be an Osaka street circuit, isn't it? That's what they're wanting, isn't it? Right, so my thoughts on this. I mean, I made my thoughts very, very clear in the intro to that. Suzuka is one of the best tracks in Formula 1, arguably the best track in Formula 1. It is a spiritual home for motorsport fans. It is a beautiful circuit. It's interesting saying about, some people might be worried about what the organisers saying in terms of the renovations, because Suzuka, for those that don't know, Suzuka has remained almost exactly the same in its layout since 1987 when it first hosted a Formula 1 Grand Prix. There have been some minor changes, particularly for the accident of, I believe, was it Alan McNish in the Toyota in 2002? And he had a horrific crash at the 130R, and they made some changes around then for that, but that was more to do with the runoff and a minor correction, I believe, to the actual topography of the corner. I think they made it more flat rather than being more cambered. It was something like that anyway, it's a long time ago now. I don't think what he's saying is talking about changing the layout. The layout's fantastic. It's a real challenge and I don't want it to change. They might change some runoff areas or something like that, which is a bit sad, but not the only ones to do it. Remember the Parabolica? It's gravel track right on the outside. F1 Chronicle remembers those days. So yeah, it's really sad if the Osaka comes on to replace it eventually. It's not going to happen until 2030, so it's a long way down the road. I won't rule it out anything with Formula 1. We're going to have a Formula 1 street race calendar eventually, something like that. So they're more talking about making changes to the facilities, which is fine again because they want to get more money and they have to generate the revenue to put up the race hosting fees, which again is sad, but that's Formula 1. You don't pay enough, you're out. Simple as that. Whether you're historic or not, the French Grand Prix is not on the calendar, the German Grand Prix is not on the calendar, and Formula 1 is also very clearly trying to go for this model where it's like you're on every year, you're on every other year, and there's going to be a lot of those races that are on every other year, and they're still going to get charged insane amounts of money. So that's my kind of thoughts about it, guys. But the main thing is that Suzuka is going to remain the home of the Japanese Grand Prix until 2029 at the earliest. So I'm all fine with that. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you very soon for more F1 content right here on the F1 Chronicle. See you soon.